Hello, everyone. I'll need my friend code on screen. God, I could never find that freaking. There we go. Welcome to more Diablo 2. Today we go and take on the toxic bitch. It's a good name for Andariel. Yeah, we're gonna be finishing up chapter 1 Act 1 today. Probably starting on Act 2. I'm still not 100%. I'm pretty sure I'm getting sick. I had a really rough night last night. Partially thanks to Frisk. Partially thanks to feeling sick. Partially just thanks to my brain being my brain. So if I'm kind of tired, that's why. Trying to make sure the webcam's good. I can't actually see the webcam. I'm just trying to aim the camera at myself. And I should probably make sure I did a good job with that. Okay, it looks like I did. Okay. It is a black mash. Which has been regenerated, so I don't know where I am. Good. I'm also pushing the wrong button because I've been playing freaking Diablo 2 Resurrected. Not Diablo 2. Diablo 3 lately. So it's gonna take me a hot minute to get the controls back in my head. I'm gonna ignore the Bardiche. I'm gonna ignore the Quilted Armor. I don't need the money. And there's almost no way that it's actually better. So throwing knife is small and worth a decent amount though. So I will take that. Those are also big. I don't want big things. Big things are hard to carry. I think that's all of the shamans. Oh, no, it was... Okay, no, that was just a cover. I need to actually read names. Now, if I remember correctly, we are currently looking for... I'll take a ring. We are currently looking for the way to the monastery. Given if I had gotten there, I probably would have gotten to the first waypoint of the monastery. Before stopping. I gotta say, as much as I love this game, I honestly, and this is probably a bit of a controversial opinion amongst Diablo fans, I think I actually prefer 3 to 2. Though a lot of that just comes down to the differences in how the skills are and work. Plus being able to adjust difficulty. Like, you can basically tailor Diablo 3 to be as easy or as hard as you want it to be. You'll have access to every skill your character gets access to on one character, and you just get to pick and choose what you actually like doing the most. With 2, I've found basically the playstyles that work, and I've not experimented past them. Because I have almost no incentive to experiment past them. Like, what I found works. Which, like, yeah, I could use those other skills, but also there is a case to be made that some of the skills that I'm not using because they are just absolutely garbage. And that's not to say there aren't bad skills in Diablo 3 as well. But usually, there will be legendary items or sets or something to make those bad skills better. What if I need to go through the tower? Because, I mean, I've already... Previous game? What?
And so it came to pass that the Countess, who once bathed in the rejuvenating blood of 100 virgins, was buried alive, and her castle in which...
Gods, I do not remember. I should have gotten back to this a lot sooner than I did. See, I'm pretty sure it isn't the dark wood I need. The dark wood was like for like these, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. Ah. Yeah, these are lancers. These are a step down from the rangers. So I like being able to get lost in games. That is something we do miss with modern games. Because it is almost impossible to get lost. Which is very much one of those things I can imagine some people having issue with this game, is that you can get lost, but that's the charm. I mean, hell, I know people who don't like Earthbound because they got lost. It's like, well, yeah, it's an old RPG. That's the point. You're gonna get lost. It's also kind of thematic with Earthbound in general that you're gonna get lost because you're literally small town kid going to bigger cities. Like, yeah, it's gonna be overwhelming. You're gonna get lost. Whoops. It's damage, I suppose. What is this ring, by the way? Better than just simply having 5 extra mana. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where I'm supposed to be going. Yeah, I may as well identify it. That had 2 effects, didn't it? Oh yeah, all resistance is 4. It's not the worst. It's not good, but it's not the worst. Yes, this is definitely the way I'm supposed to be going. Right, I don't want that. It's just big. Big and probably not worth anything. Even if I identified it. No, Jack 29. There are no other people in the game. Well, at least not in this game. There's other people playing, I suppose, just not in, playing with me kind of thing. I like running solo. That's what I do. Axes are just too big. Maybe if it wasn't just blue named. The chance of it even being worth picking up is so low. Wrong one. I am still waking up. Shaman. Bardiche is definitely too big. Hello, the prodigal son returns. That sucks, Jack. Hope you get better soon. I will say prodigal, which I will probably just call you that because your name is long. Very bold of you to assume I am young. Yeah, I'm not old. Definitely feel it. But I'm not exactly young anymore. So it might actually be worth something. Maybe. I should probably just return to town.
Yes.
Yeah, but I could be one of those nuts that thinks there's some reincarnation of a freaking space particle from billions of years ago. So, you know. Right, I forgot she had a composite bow. Yeah, that wasn't going to be worth anything anyway.
Good day.
Yeah, that can just go. I think this is the only charm I'm really going to be hanging on to for any amount of time. And even it will probably get thrown at some point. need to remember to actually use my other skill. That might actually be worth something. No.
I'll put that to good use.
As Fire Jack, I've never even heard of that game. Though that could be said for a lot of Wii titles. Mostly because there is a lot of Wii titles. And if there's one thing I wish they would have brought into this as a quality of life change, would be being able to stack shrine effects. But also, I know some people probably would have gotten very annoyed at that. But it's kind of annoying not being able to take that shrine because I don't want to lose the experience shrine. I mean, I even had that thought even way back in the day of like, man, I really wish I could just stack the shrine effects because it would be really nice to have both effects. If I need the cave, I think I do, maybe? No, I do not. Cave would just be extra experience. I should probably go for the extra experience. I don't overly need it, but more experience is always nice. Assuming there's anything in here. There we go. Diamond in that skeleton. Yeah, that'll have something to it. Weapon block. I should also identify this charm. Yeah, that might actually be one I'll hang on to. Guys, I really need to stop pushing the wrong button. That'd be really helpful. I literally changed the buttons so that it would be closer to champions. And then my brain keeps falling into Diablo 3 because I've been playing a lot of Diablo 3. Of which I do have plans of eventually playing Diablo 4 as well. And I could have tried it for Steam's free weekend they had of it, but eh. I don't do free weekends. I don't exactly enjoy downloading a game to only lose access to playing the game, you know, a couple days after that. Just a personal thing, though. I mean, it also equates to, as much as I'm a big proponent of demos, I also don't tend to download demos that often either. I like when they exist, I just don't tend to deal with them. Though I suppose, I also advocate for good demos. And, well, a lot of demos just aren't. And probably never will be good, because there's no incentive to make a good demo. At least not anymore. And I've been burned a bit much by growing up with a bunch of demo discs, and so many of those demos were not the games. Like, that was always annoying, to say the least, of like, when you would play a demo and it'd be really cool, and then you would get the game and it's like, oh, this isn't what the demo was. The demo was a lie. And then the years since basically learning why that would happen would basically be, there would be two separate development teams. One to work on the demo, one to make the game. And past initial version, they really wouldn't communicate. Which is what caused a lot of the, Wow, I have a lot less healing potions than I thought I did. There we go. And as far as I know, like, that doesn't so much happen anymore these days, but I still don't tend to trust demos to be accurate. Especially when, for most games, you can make your own demo by doing something that, you know, Twitch would be very mad at me if I even suggested. Ah! There it is. I don't think jawbone caps are ever really worth anything, but...
I am overburdened.
Hey, Kane, identify my crap.
Stay a while and listen.
Stay a while, and oh, you're leaving. I mean, 282 for 2 skills. That's not really, all that great. Now, when like a wand with 2 skills would be like 1,500. I actually remember, like, for anyone that does not know, I am the youngest of 4 children, and 2 of my older siblings played the crap out of Diablo 2. I was the first one to realize that the white-named, like, scepters and, mage weapons, and, you know, the things with skills, that the white-named ones were worth a lot. So I'd have a ton of gold, and both of my older siblings would constantly accuse me of cheating because there was no other way I could have had all that gold. It's like, nah, I literally just realized something y'all didn't. But that's the joy of being a younger sibling. Yeah, good enough. These, I think, are just 4s, yeah. Scimitars are pretty small. So unless things really change later in the game, a lot of gold doesn't really do a huge amount in this. I don't remember if things changed to the point that I had gotten to. I know when I was younger, I never got to the end of the game. I would always get distracted and go do something else. Because as a kid, I had basically no attention span. Nowadays, I still don't have a great attention span. It's better, but it's still not great. Would not be overly surprised if at some point I ever get diagnosed with ADHD. Because I've never had an attention span. At all. Unless I can get super focused on something. Which can happen. Like, one of my biggest problems with Diablo 2 and actually finishing it was, as a kid, I would constantly be like, ooh, I want to play this class, and then this class, and then this one, and never actually finish a playthrough, but I had, like, 15 or so different, like, level 20 to 30 characters. Or I would want to try slightly different variations of the same build I was already doing before I'd even finish the game, kind of thing. Which is kind of counterproductive, because I don't know if that build would have worked in the long run. I just want to try something different. See here. 6 to 11. Okay, it's already just higher damage. And that little bit of fire damage will help out, because Andariel is weak to fire. Though that is so little fire damage that it's gonna be basically unnoticeable, but, you know. Alright, let's swap. Did it? Didn't.
I can carry him. A malice. This should go to Charcy.
Hey, Kane. Identify my stuff. Thanks, man.
Yes.
Good. Oh, thanks so much for returning the Herodric Malice. I will now imbue one of your items with magical powers.
Pretty sure if I remember it, what that does is put a socket into something. So I'm just not gonna do it. At least not yet. There's no point of doing it right now. Nearing the end of this first, the first playthrough, sure. At this exact moment, it's kind of a waste. Because anything I were to enhance is just going to get replaced. There's basically no way around it. I have 5 potions there now. Should actually make sure, yeah, that is worth taking with me. There's no skill on it. Amulet. Yeah, it's basically the same as the one I've got on. I do kind of wish I would have picked a different class to start with. But that's, once again, that's just the issue I have with this game. And really any ARPG. Because I'm constantly like, ooh, I want to do that now. Though, to be fair, like, part of that is just, I know I'm going to spend almost this entire playthrough just basic attacking everything to death. Because that's just what the assassin does. At least, that's just what the build I found that I like of the assassin does. as I said way back when I first started this playthrough, I'm not gonna even try to pretend my build is good. If it's actually the good build for an assassin, great. If it's not, great. It's one I like, so it's the one I'm gonna use anyway. Man, there's a lot of champions over here. So I was mentioning champions of Norath. They all had to come out of hiding. Am I leveled up? Okay, no, it's just the quest log thing.
Try and cage me, demons.
I will probably, at some point after this series is done, play through Diablo 3 as well. It's gonna be pretty hard there to resist just going into adventure mode, but, you know. Come on, die. There we go. I always liked how this thing looks. It's a pretty cool looking sword. It's just a shame I'm playing a class that's never going to be using it. I will be using 2 Katars this entire playthrough. I will note the build I'm going for is actually one that I came into using from basically doing hardcore characters. Of all the character builds I tried, not only was the dual Katar assassin the most survivable, but also dealt the most damage. So I don't really want to be here yet. There's still more to explore, more champions to find. More loot to be had, and a waypoint. Actually, my inventory has stuff in it at least, so... Hey, Kane!
It is certain that we face the Demon Queen, Andariel, who has corrupted the Rogue Sisterhood and defiled their ancestral monastery. This does not bode well for us, my friend. Ancient Herodic texts record that Andariel and the other lesser evils once overthrew the 3 prime evils, Diablo, Mephisto, and Baal, banishing them from hell to our world. Here they caused mankind untold anguish and suffering before they were finally bound within the Soul Stones. Andariel's presence here could mean that the forces of hell are once again aligned behind Diablo and his brothers. If this is true, then I fear for us all. You must kill her before the monastery becomes a permanent outpost of hell, and the way east lost forever.
Except I doubt it would actually be lost forever. But, you know, identify my crap. Yeah, neither of those are worth putting on over the belt I have on. Especially because they would mean losing a slot of potions.
Greetings.
I will say, as much as I have had some minor issues with this remaster, like, it could just be the console version has these issues. This has been a really good remaster. Though I imagine if it's a console issue, then it would be a PC issue given crossplay. Like, as much as it probably wouldn't be the best for the viewing experience, I do wish I could make the mini-map the entire screen again. Because that is something you could do in the original. Was basically just to fill the screen with the mini-map. And that is what I would do. Saves me from looking at the top corner of the screen, basically. I can just look at the screen and see the mini-map. Onward to the jail level 2. Hello, Volantis. Yes, this is the remake. You can tell by the way the assassin is wearing pants. Because I remember when they were first showing off screenshots of the remaster, and everyone was losing their shit because, oh no, the assassin wears pants now. As if that's actually a big deal. I don't know, I like this. I mean, I also got it for like technically $13 because I bought it on the Switch during Black Friday sale. And the 2-pack of Diablo 3 console and Diablo 2 Resurrected was like $26. So, you know, as evidenced by I have both now. So, like, if you can get it for that cheap, it's definitely worth it. Though I also haven't played Diablo 4. So I have no opinions on that game. I've actually heard mixed opinions on it. Like, I've heard some people say it's bad, some people say it's good, like... That's why I tend to wait and make my own opinion, but also wait until games go on sale if there isn't universal love for it. Or if I don't personally just love the game. Like I did with the Star Ocean remaster. So, yeah. That's why I was dying so fast. I mean, one thing going for the remaster here that the original definitely does not have is the ability to use multiple skills easily. And very easily. You could literally have 10 skills on your bar if you wanted. Like, easily, without interrupting your pickup item button. So... yeah, Splatoon 3 is kind of worth it. Splatoon 2 is better in my opinion, but apparently most people have moved off to playing 3, so... how worth it is to pick up 2 these days is debatable. But 3 is also getting better with basically every update they do, so 3 will probably get there. So I don't think I have a... I don't think I have a Smash Brothers main, really. I just kind of play anybody. But I also don't play Smash Brothers even remotely seriously, so... that's probably why. I think the closest to a main I have in it is Sheik, because I do play Sheik the most. I also don't have any of the DLC for Smash Brothers because I kind of refuse to pay for it. And yeah, Octo Expansion was brutal. And Splatoon 3's single player is lightly toned down Octo Expansion. Like, the missions are basically the same idea. Just some of them aren't quite as hard. Some of them. There are some that are just as hard as some of the ones from Octo Expansion. Man, I know it's because of the control scheme I have set up of B/PlayStation X being attack, but playing this is just making me really wish Champions of Norath would get a remaster. That game still holds up great. I just don't know if anyone even holds the license to it anymore. Because I don't know if Snowblind is even still around. Or if the EverQuest devs had the foresight to basically own the own the game, even though they didn't develop it. That way they could do re-releases in the future. Yeah, I'm not terribly good at fighting games, so I never really try to pick out a main or play even seriously at Smash, because I'm just not great at fighting games. Like, I like playing them, I'm just not great at them. I probably could get decent at them if I actually sat down and tried to learn one. It's mostly just committing moves and what to do in certain situations to memory. That's where I kind of fall. But also, like, I've never really sat down and tried to learn a fighting game. But I also feel like my being kind of bad at fighting games and not being that into them might have something to do with being the youngest of four children and having 2 older brothers who liked fighting games. Being 7 years younger than them, you know, I was crap. And I was the easy win, so, you know. Also not helped by my brain being just full of other information that's not helpful. Right, just press... Blah. Given I spent quite a few years playing competitive Pokemon, my brain is full of that information. And just all the years I spent playing Pokemon in general. There's a lot of Pokemon. Like, far too many. If I ever do sit down to learn a fighting game, I'll probably do it for a stream, because I imagine that'll be entertaining and possibly very frustrating for fighting game fans. Which will make it more entertaining for me, so... Yeah, I'm one of the nerds that rather than doing the fighting game thing, I went for, like, RTSs, Pokemon. I honestly don't know if my reaction time is still there, but I used to have pretty good reaction time thanks to StarCraft. Learning StarCraft Micro is an experience. Especially when I learned to do it with StarCraft 2, which is arguably the harder game to learn how to micro with. Because Brood War is a lot more small groups. Because you could only really control, was it 12, 16 units at a time on PC? Might have been 12. Might have 16. I don't remember. I played N64 the most of Brood War. And in N64 you could control 18 units at a time. But microwing was just not a thing. Because you're playing with an N64 controller. Man, I should do that at some point for... That would be a forever long stream series. I was supposed to be like, I should go through, like, either just StarCraft 64 or the StarCraft Remastered single-player campaign for some streams. But that would... To go through the entire thing would take literally forever. That game has a very, very long campaign mode. Because there's, like... 6 campaigns? I might. I'm keeping an eye on it. But I am unsure. Honestly, I think the next game I'm going to end up purchasing is Earth Defense Force 6 when it comes out early next year. Because it's Earth Defense Force, and I'm gonna be streaming it. I don't care if people don't normally watch EDF, I'm streaming it. If you have never heard or played Earth Defense Force, it is amazingly fun arcade shooter where you're fighting hordes of giant bugs and the story is like you're playing a B-movie from the 80s. It's great. There is also just a metric shit ton of different weapons and ways you can play, and it's just fun. And anyone new to Earth Defense Force, I would actually suggest start with Earth Defense Force 5. Or Iron Rain. Iron Rain would also be a decent spot to start. I know Iron Rain has mixed reviews, but that's mostly because of how short it is, from what I remember. Like, it's not the longest of games. And it is kind of dumbed down compared to 4.1 and 5. Also, there is no base 4. They just called it 4.1 because they could. That series has always kind of been a bit unhinged. My brain in the corner a bit. Yeah, brain, just a bit. It could have been more unhinged.
Stay a while and listen.
Good day.
Why do I probably accidentally picked this. Well, it's money. I really need more stuff with sockets. I'm getting a shit ton of gems I really don't need. Though I am closing in on the ability to start mashing them together, so... there is that. Which, like... I think the only one I really don't care about is the diamonds. But that's just because they're never gonna do anything for me. Playing the assassin, just diamonds don't do anything for you unless you're not going dual katars. Like, if you're not going dual katars, you could use a shield and then get used to the all resist, but your primary stat is dexterity, which affects your hit rate. You have a ton of hit rate. And then damage to undead is just, it's too situational. I kind of wish that it just added raw damage, much like these do. Only instead of being elemental, it was just raw damage. That would be kind of neat. I probably need to repair my stuff. Hey, Charcy.
Good to see you.
Yeah, let's come poke the Gambleatron.
What you need?
Is my belt? Yeah, my belt is yellow. Really doesn't have a huge amount going for it, though. So I could try for a new belt. Could also farm for wrist blades. Try and get a gold wrist blade. Could try for a new helmet, but the helmet's actually helpful. If I can equip this, this would probably be a decent defense upgrade, and this isn't doing a huge amount for me, so... I can equip it. Yeah, that's a pretty big defense upgrade. That is doubling my defense. I mean, I lose 1 strength, but I don't really need the 1 strength. And I pushed the wrong button. That tells me I might actually be able to find the next size up of wrist blade. Well, guitar in there, but I just spent all my money, so... Yeah, just thinking back to, like, anytime I look at the assassin, I just get reminded of the quote-unquote controversy back when they were first showing off this game. Oh no, she wears pants now. Worst game ever. They wokeified it by making her wear pants. Like, guys. Really? Oh, I needed that one. Okay. There we go. Tridents are just too big. The only way I'd pick that up is if it was yellow. Because, like, I'm not going to be using it. If I was... I suppose, I say the only way. If I was playing a character where I might actually use it as a weapon, I might pick it up just to see if it might be better than what I currently have equipped. But by this point, I'd probably also have a better weapon equipped. So...
It down here.
Though, honestly, I think the funniest person I saw complaining about the assassin wearing pants was somebody who I remember back in the day complaining that the assassin didn't wear pants. It's like, they literally gave you what you wanted. And now you're mad. I didn't see if you had anything left to complain about. You know, yeah, that extra defense is probably better than the health regen. Given that's a pretty big defense upgrade.
I'll put that to good use.
Can finally sell that off. I am doing my best to not put, like, socketable stuff into a too good to use club, because, like, that is the biggest trap of playing any game, is putting things into a too good to use club. Like, anyone who's played RPGs knows exactly what I'm referring to. Like, you get your max elixir, and then you just never use it, even in the literal, like, final secret boss of the game, because the effect is too good. You can't use it, and you only get a set number of them, so, like, you don't want to waste it if you didn't need it. Even though the whole point of it is to use it, make things easier. It's, you know, not about needing it, it's about just making it easier. Yeah, that might... Depending on the effect... No. I was supposed to say that might be better for my mercenary, but... She's gonna find herself replaced before too much longer anyway, so it doesn't matter too much, but... Because I much prefer the Act 2 mercenary. Because, like... Sure, the Amazon is nice. And when she fires her arrows, they hit pretty hard. It's pretty helpful. It's just that's the thing. She has to actually do a thing. And a lot of the time, she doesn't. Or because, you know, the AI's aiming is kind of bad and aims at where enemies are. Yeah, she misses most of the time. The Act 2, The Act 2 mercenary is a melee fighter. She's stuck on the wall. Yeah, I should head back to town. Hey, Kane! Identify my crap. Thanks, buddy.
Greetings.
Man, eventually I'm just gonna stop picking those things up, because, like... They are just not worth it. Like, if I was playing a barbarian, picking up the skull caps would definitely be worth it. Or the jawbone caps, I should say. It's just where I'm not. They're just kind of pointless. There's another shaman around somewhere. Shaman in that room too. Multiple shamans. Oh boy, grand charm. Grand waste of space. Seriously, 1 to 2 damage. 1 to 2 damage. Okay, there's still a shaman. Where is the shaman? That is a very good question. Where is the shaman? Is that a... Okay, no, he's right here. Okay. But you're like, wait, is that like a room I can get into? Yeah, zombie head might be worth something. Maybe. Probably not, but it might be. Also might be worth something. That lag. I couldn't open the thing. Jeez. Kind of regretting having this character be an online character too. Because that means I'm dealing with server lag. Which is probably gonna kill me at some point. Ugh, do not like the changes to the spiders. I'm not a spider person. I, in fact, quite hate spiders. I should check this. Okay, that does have skills. Use that. Man, it feels like I attack so slow when I don't have my buff running. Feels like I'm literally chilled when I don't have it running. Went for instinctually the Diablo 3 potion button. Basically fills me up, so back down. Hey, Kane. Thanks,
Stay a
Kane.
while and listen.
Good day.
Okay, that was not worth anything. Yeah, that's not bad. If only I had a socket on anything that I could put that into. But I do not at the moment. It's really giving me a lot of things I don't overly need. I mean, the amethysts aren't bad. Being able to get some extra strength into something could be helpful at some point. Yeah, give me all of my money. Before I go gamble it all the way. Hey, Charcy.
Good day.
Fix my stuff.
Let's deal, my friend.
I should have checked that wrist blade. Yes, I can. Okay, I can get Kestis now. And they're not terribly expensive either. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy them 2 at a time. Until I get one that I want to use. I mean, this one I probably could use, because that's going to be more damage than this. So... Okay, that will replace my offhand, definitely. Not sure about that, but... So now... Well, I'll still buy them 2 at a time. It's just faster. Wow, it does not want to give me another yellow one. That would be 8 to 19. Yeah, I think this is still better. Last one. Okay. Well. That's a definite. That becomes the main hand. So my damage has gone up a little bit. But yeah, those are almost equal, so... no harm in keeping that little bit of money on me. Final waypoint of Chapter 1. Yeah, I got here around the time I thought I would. So I'll probably get a little bit into the start of Chapter 2 on this stream. Might even get to the mercenary. My brain was like, wait, that's a chest. No, it's a chair. It's a chair just chilling. As they are known to do. Now, I am going to need these, so I may as well put a point into one of them now. Because I do want Shadow Warrior. And Shadow Master. Which requires having these. I mean, this isn't a bad skill to have. It's just this one is kind of... Why would you ever use this? I mean, yeah, it knocks enemies back, but... It costs 4 MP for 2 to 6 damage. Your starting Qatar is like 1 to 6. And doesn't cost MP. Like, I'm not even gonna bother putting it on the bar. It's just garbage. It's not worth using. Especially at this point, like... I am dealing a shit ton more damage than it would deal. And the knockback is just not worth it. Now I get to go potentially die to Andariel. I remember her being very difficult, so... Do I have anything to sell? No, not really. Alright, she's one more level down. That hurt. Yay, it's not ethereal. Getting ethereal stuff that you know would be high value if it wasn't ethereal always sucked and still does. Though not as much as finding something that you know you would use if it wasn't ethereal. Like, especially when it comes to, like, the mage equipment. It's like, oh man, this globe gives exactly the skills I'm using at high amounts, but it's ethereal. So it's gonna break. And there's nothing you can do about it. Like, if ethereal came with benefits, it wouldn't be so bad. Like, if for being ethereal, something just had, like, I don't know, like 50 to 60% more durability, then, you know, might be worth it. Like, where all it is just a detriment. It's something to be actively avoided. For a second, I thought my Amazon was an enemy. It's a good thing I can't hurt her. And not to say, like, elite enemies are weak in this game, but man, are they more intimidating in 3. Though a lot of the reason why elite enemies are more intimidating in 3 is just all of the added effects. And their minions usually mirror their effects. So, like, basically turning their minions into extra elite enemies. Plus, you know, being able to adjust difficulty. If you play like I do, you play on the highest difficulty you can realistically kill things on, without it taking an eternity. Which, you know. Definitely makes them harder. Now it's Andariel time. But before I do that... Hey, Kane. Thanks, Kane.
Evening.
Yes?
Yeah, it's just not worth it. Like, if that globe had been ethereal, that would have been worth maybe 100, 200. Like, the fact it wasn't ethereal meant that it was worth a lot. I could have also just socketed a gem into it and made it more expensive, too. Shoved one of these emeralds into it or something. When you die, you drop your gold. Yeah, this is definitely Andariel's level. Which I know there's, like, tricks for, like, taking her on. Could you, like, shoot the... Could you... Okay, she's behind a closed door now. She used to be able to just get in here. Go away, shamans. No one likes you. Okay. Well, if she's just not going to come down here... Yeah, I think I want to wear those. Oh, those are legendaries. Neat. My item find finally coming in handy. Come on, Andariel, where are you? They definitely made this easy. Like, as mentioned, she used to just be right here. And the door would be open. There she is. Egg girl. How's it going? Yeah. That's a shame.
Death becomes you, Andariel.
Man, she really did not drop anything. It's pretty rude, not gonna lie. I mean, I suppose I did just get a legendary item. So, like, I can't complain too much, but, like, it's pretty rude, not gonna lie. Not dropping anything. Not even potions. Great
This
victory!
is a great victory indeed, but many more battles await. I will accompany you on your journey, lending what assistance I can. Remember, Diablo is still out there, seeking something in the desert. I'm afraid that this nightmare will not end until you find what it is that he seeks.
Andariel's death brings about renewed life for us all.
At least now they can get on with their lives.
Sisters, but at least now we can get on with our lives. I may have misjudged you, Outlander. You are a true hero and testament to the noble spirit which has inspired our order for generations. Farewell, my friend.
Good day. The caravan is prepared. We may now journey eastward to Loot Golain.
Well, let's go. Really nothing left for us to do there, so... At least nothing else that we can do there that we can't also do in Loot Golain. So...
We traveled east, over the mountains and into the vast deserts of broken lands. As the days passed, my companion told me of himself, that he had once been a great warrior, and that a dark and secret burden now weighed heavily upon him. We traveled for an eternity across that barren wasteland. How long? I couldn't say. And always, a dark cloud seemed to follow us just over the horizon. Finally, the journey ended. We climbed us lay our destination. The shining jewel, Loot Lane, with a great sea beyond. We made camp there last night. Perhaps it was the warm desert wind or the sound of the ocean, but for the first time in many weeks, I slept. However, the dreams returned, but these were clearly not my own. I beheld a vision of a great man, the mage, Talrasha. You were there too, Tyrael. I remember seeing you in my dream. His brethren had cornered a great demon, Baal, Lord of Destruction, who had been set loose upon the world. They attempted to imprison the demon within a sacred stone. Yet when their attempts failed, Talrasha selflessly volunteered to contain the demon within himself, completing the prison. He instructed his brethren to bind him within a tomb, buried under the sand, there to wrestle with the demon for all eternity.
Now you know what I seek, Marius. This is my brother. Sleep now. We set out with the dawn.
The next morning, we walked over the hill toward Loot Lane. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
I mean, I'm sure you could have had some idea, my man. Given, you know, it's unlikely this dude would be brothers with Talrasha, and, you know...
Greetings, honored traveler. I am Jaren, Lord of Loot Lane, and I bid you welcome to my fair port city. I'm glad to know that once again, caravans are free to travel through the Western Pass. For some time now, we have been under siege by an evil power that I cannot identify. Strange. It all began when a dark wanderer came this way, looking for the tomb of Talrasha. No one knows exactly where Talrasha, keeper of Baal, is entombed, but it is certain to be far out in the desert. Now my people whisper tales of the dead rising from their tombs, and horrible creatures lurking amongst the moonlit dunes. Even I have witnessed things which I cannot explain. I've ordered the port closed and all trade ships moored until I am sure that my city is safe. Atma, the tavern keeper, has an important mission for you. Go see her immediately. You'll find her on the other side of town. Now I must return to the palace. I apologize, but
I mean, it's also probably not a good idea to invite an assassin into your palace anyway, so, you know, no hard feelings, my man. I need to turn the map on again. There we go.
I know much about the ancient religions. I was trained as a paladin of Zakarum in the Eastern Koras Temple many years.
Hey, repair my stuff. Thanks. Yeah, here's where you can buy these. Yeah, I was right that that is the next stage of thing. Splint mail is even better. I could... Well, I was gonna say, I could buy that, but I actually can't afford it. Do mercenary? No, they don't. They don't. Okay.
Good day.
You know, I could attempt to get a new helmet. Do you have helmets with 2 sockets? No? 2 sockets would be really nice. Punch a couple holes in them for me.
I don't expect this of you, but if you want to help me, I would be grateful. In the sewers below our city, there lurks a horrid creature that hungers for human flesh. The creature has killed many, including my son and my husband. If you destroy it, I will reward you. Please, be careful though. That beast has taken enough from us already.
Okay.
The sewer entrance is through the
I can do that.
I don't know why you people get...
What I'm looking for. Where? Try to remember where the gambling person is in this town.
I've heard that you are responsible for banishing Andariel back to the burning hells.
It's just the mage merchant. Who, you know, does also now have bone shields. Wait, it's...
How do I know I can trust you?
No, it's not this person. That's Wariv. Do I just not have access to the gamble dude yet? I probably just don't have access to the gamble dude yet. Unless it's this person. Probably not this person, though.
Greetings. I'm
Yeah.
the chief, Captain.
That's fine. Here's the waypoint. Wait. There he is. I knew there would be one. I was pretty sure I'd have access to him right away. I don't have any money really, but I do have some, I suppose. I could try for the hatchet hands. Actually, yeah, that's a step up from Kestis. Or maybe not. 2 to 15. Yeah, no, that's a step down. Never mind. Is it? I think it is. I mean, that's not the base damage, is the problem. That is 38% enhanced. But yeah, it's definitely not starting at 2, so... I'll just move on. I do need some coffee first. So before I head down into the sewers, I'm going to go and grab some coffee. I will be right back. Burn. There are quests updated. Dive into the sewers. Not the burning dead. Crap. Now I need to go get my corpse. Thankfully, I'm an assassin, so I can run fast. Though with all the loot there, that's going to be a pain. Dying is probably a pain in this one. Because, yeah, I need to be able to... Yeah, this is a problem. There is a lot of enemies right here. There we go. Not gonna have my companion for a while. It didn't. Okay, good. This one. I don't want it to put the rejuve potions on the bar. Don't remember what that is, so I'll pick it up. Okay, it is a shield. That might be worth something. Maybe. Hopefully. Probably not. Because anything non-mage seems to be worthless. So many adventures. Honestly, the archers are what's causing me the most problem. Yeah, I think the only way at this exact moment I could revive my Amazon would be if I went back to the rogue camp. Because I don't have access to the companions here yet. I don't need this shrine either. I just grabbed it because I could. That is a thing, like, playing with other people, you always had to be in the camp of like, wait, okay, someone else could use this shrine. I shouldn't just automatically pick it up because I can. Especially, like, if you're playing with someone who's, like, playing a sorceress. Yeah, they probably really need the mana recharge shrines. Because they consume mana the most. I may actually want to, because I'm decently good on, I'm currently decently good on strength. I should probably next level. Actually, no, it's dexterity I'm mostly good on. I think next level I get, I'm going to, put 3 points into my vitality. Work on that a little bit. I'm gonna need more health. Having more health gives me a bigger buffer. I mean, what I used to do in the past, but didn't do with this character, and probably should have, was, every level was 2 dexterity, 2 strength, 1 vitality. I might start doing that from here on out. Actually, no, this next level I'll just go full vitality, and then I'll do that every level past this. I don't know if that's a good way of building up a character, but it's always worked out for me in the past. And I definitely miss the HP. I could also really do with some equipment upgrades. Like my gloves and helmet could probably both be replaced. I mean, the magic find isn't doing a huge amount for me, so... Plus, if I can just find a helmet with, like, a socket or two, ooh, that's a problem. That is what we call in the business a problem. Oh, there's still enemies back here. That's also a problem. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to do that. I do not want these on the bar as much as they are nice. I still don't want them on my bar. I am dangerously low on potions. It's not really dropping me health potions is part of the problem. Yeah, I would love some health potions. Yeah, I need vitality. Okay, I suppose I can easily go and revive the person. Rogue encampment. I mean, it'll take a hot minute to load, but...
Hello again, Outlander. Word of your great exploits in the East has reached us.
Wait, no, I don't want... I want Luke Gulain. I have stuff to identify and sell. Hey, Kane. Thanks, Kane.
Good to see you.
It is an honor to serve you.
Yeah, I mean, 800, it's something, I guess. Yeah, take that too. I don't need it.
Greetings.
Yeah, I can buy light healing potions. There we go. Now I'm relatively good on potions again. Until I need them, and then I'll run out very quickly. Case in point. I've already used 2 and only gotten 1 to replace. As much as I'd rather the extra damage at times, I think the defense is better for now. I also need to remember to actually use my skill on R. I almost forgot I had it. So I looked down and was like, oh right, yeah, that's there. Refresh the armor shrine. Trying not to get a face full of poison. Oh, that's a lot of things. Yeah, that's where the boss is.
Vengeance for Atma.
Okay, that should be everything. Still down a healing potion, but, you know, I mean, there's still more enemies, so it's not everything. So I want experience. I might actually do one more level of just pure vitality. Experience shrine? That ring mail may actually be an upgrade for my mercenaries, so... Well, maybe not. Well... No, it's just extra durability. Yo, what up?
Greetings. They say that the taste of vengeance is bittersweet, but I find it to my liking. In addition to my undying gratitude, I have spoken on your behalf with the rest of the townspeople. The merchants have agreed to show their gratitude by offering their wares and services at lower rates. Oh, Jaren wants to see you too. You'll find him in front of the palace.
What's up, Kane?
Good. Ah, the lost Herodric scroll.
What a fortunate turn of events.
Fortunate turn of events. As the last living Herodrim, I alone have knowledge of its meaning. Now, to read the Herodric runes it bears. The Herodric mages, after binding Baal within Tal Rasha, magically sealed off his burial chamber from the mortal realm. Those same mages also crafted fearsome Herodric staves and imbued them with the special power to open the chamber's hidden door. After nearly losing one to the thievery of a rogue sorcerer, they divided all the Herodric staves into two parts, wooden shaft and metal headpiece, hiding them separately to safeguard them. The Herodrim foresaw our current plight and designed the hiding places to reveal themselves to worthy heroes like you. Collect both parts of a Herodric staff and unite them.
Cool, identify my stuff. Thanks, Kane.
How may I help you?
Yeah, these are 7 to 15, so yeah, these are... Kestis are better. Whoops. I want to sell those. They're not worth much, but they're worth something. That's just cold resist. I'll hang on to it anyway. The beautiful thing is, you can just put this in here, I think. Yeah. Which means you could also put it in here. Oh, you can't. Okay. I remember there was a way of smuggling these to other characters. Am I almost at this level? Almost. Let's buff that. This guy still just does potions. I think that's all he'll ever have. You know what? Take that. And give me that. Better. I think because I am at a point where I know what I'm doing, I may actually stop here. Because like it's pretty obvious to talk to that dude. It's been about 2.5 hours, so good length for a stream. So with that, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for whatever I happen to do tomorrow. See y'all then.